Today we're going to meet many new Furever Friends on this week's episode of the Animal Rescuers.
The Animal Rescuers has been adopted by Pet Planet. There is nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
I understand this is a fairly new facility, so there was a grand opening recently?
We did. We had our grand opening on the 13th of April, and it was a huge success. We were so excited. We had so many people come in. We had former adopters come in, and we had a lot of our volunteers showed up that day. It was just a wonderful experience. Petco corporate flew in from San Diego. I mean, it was really exciting.
Can you tell us how it got started?
Furever Friends is the brainchild of myself and my two other partners, Shari and Renee Morrow. The three of us had worked in rescue for a good 3 years and decided that when the place that we had stopped, the funding ended, we weren't done. So the decision to do something different came about because we all have aging parents and recognized that if something were to happen to them, they'd have no place to go. So my dad asked me one day, if something happens to me and Mom, what happens to the boys, their cats? And I said, I can take them. But I realized that not everybody has that. So Shari, Renee, and I discussed it and decided that this would be our niche, and this is what we're doing.
Funding is something that all of these organizations need to keep running. So tell us about that funding process. How do you get that? Where does it come from?
After we received our 501c3 status, we became partners with PAC 9/11. They were one of the first places that we partnered up with. It's been very valuable to us. It's helped us out significantly because of the fundraising abilities that we are able to do with them. Going to, Bolarama and then the different adoption events has enabled us to actually take advantage of some of the things that PAC 9/11 gives us. We've also gotten grants through the ASPCA, one in particular which we are going to use to go to a retirement community with a mobile veterinary clinic and perform spay-neuters for low cost, no cost for people that are on fixed incomes.
You house cats and dogs. Anything else besides that? Or
no other critters unless they come in here on their own. Otherwise, no, it's just the dogs and the cats.
And it's called, the name of it is Furever Friends. And how can people help Furever Friends?
On our website, we have a page that's for support, so people can volunteer their time. We are always looking for people to volunteer. It's the one thing that we need most, next to money, honestly. And they can get on to file a volunteer application there, and then there is also the list of all of the things that we're always looking for.
Now can we see some more of your facility?
I'd really like to turn this part over to Amber and to Shari. Shari's our animal intake director, and I'd like her to show you our animals so you get a feel for exactly what we do.
Hello, Shari.
Hi, Kimber.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I understand you're the one that's in charge here?
Yes,
the director of
animal care and intake.
May we see some of them?
Of course you can. Come on back to the kennel. So we picked up Fate from Maricopa County the night before she was getting ready to be put down. Mojo Houdini came to us from a woman who got divorced, very ugly divorce, and had to leave the state. Ingrid came to us from a couple who was going into assisted living. They had 2 dogs we took from them. She is very slow to warm up to you, but once she does, she is a complete and utter love bug. Mooch is our 1-year-old shepherd mix that we also pulled from county on the euthanasia list. Uno, who we also pulled from the county facility, he was getting ready to be down as well. And then we've got Lollipop next door, we also pulled her from the euthanasia list at county. She was getting ready to be put down as well. We have Panda, who we pulled from our partner up in Cholo, Pet Allies, who is also another PAC 911 member. We partner with them a lot. We pull animals from down there. So lots of times, Kimber, we have open kennel space, and that's because we require vaccinations and well animal care before the animal gets surrendered to us, and sometimes that takes a little while to happen. So when we have empty kennel space, we'll go to county and we'll pull directly off the euthanasia list as well.
Thank you for doing that. That's an incredible act of love for these animals so that they can become forever friends.
Yes, and it means so much to us that instead of these animals taking the walk to the back of Maricopa County, they take a walk to the front of Maricopa County to the spay-neuter clinic and then back out here to us. We also take in cats here and kittens from for Furever Friends Rescue. Kittens are primarily not in our mission, as you do know, but we often do get them dumped here at the Petco, and when they do, we do take them.
Hello. Hello. Well, hello there, little puppy. So tell me a little bit about what you do here.
I'm actually new to the group. I'm going to be taking over the volunteer portion of the rescue. So I'll be basically trying to coordinate with our volunteers for walking dogs, cleaning kennels, helping out with cats. All of our events that we do, they'll be coming in. I mean, our volunteers are so important to us, so I think they'll definitely be a big part of the rescue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quite a large undertaking.
I think right now you're outnumbered for dogs per volunteer, correct?
Oh, anytime anyone would like to volunteer, we welcome them with open arms. We appreciate all their services and their time. They can go onto our website, fureverfriends.org, and there's a volunteer link on there. They can fill out the application, and then we do coordinate with them for an orientation. And from there, we just kind of show them the ropes, and then they get to do this kind of stuff.
Do you trust the food you feed? At Pet Planet, our commitment is to helping our customers navigate through the confusing world of pet food, reading ingredient panels, asking critical questions about manufacturing and ingredient quality. Our pets rely on us to make the very best decisions we can for their health, happiness, and longevity. Pet Planet is here as your partner in pet health because there's nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
As promised, we're about to take you back to Southwest Wildlife Conservation Center.
She thinks she's a dog or a coyote or a wolf. She's actually been on Unlikely Animal Friends on National Geographic because her best friends are two Australian shepherds named Hatch and Chili. We tried to introduce her to other bobcats and she was not having it. She went up a tree and wouldn't come down.
Aww.
This is actually an animal that's not native to Arizona. This is a fennec fox and they're from Africa. And his name is Gobi.
And how did he end up in Arizona?
Kind of a funny story. Someone called us about a year ago and they said, there's a strange animal under my car and can you come get it because I haven't been able to move my car. So we said, well, what is it? And he thought it was a cat with big ears. So we weren't quite sure what we were going to run into. So sent out some volunteers to go get this mysterious animal. Looked under the car, we recognized it as a fennec fox. And normally when you try to rescue animals, they're afraid of you because they think you're going to hurt them. And so we have nets and poles and crates and usually they run from us. Well, Gobi was very easy. We stuck a crate on the ground, stuck a can of cat food in the crate and he walked right in and we closed the door. You know, that was the easiest rescue ever.
Where are we going now?
This is our full-service wild animal clinic. In here we have a surgery suite, x-ray tables, everything we would need to help an animal so that it can recover and then be put back in the wild. Leo. He is an African leopard.
Oh, he is just beautiful.
Another animal that's not native here to Arizona, but he just had such a horrible story. Linda just had to step in and help the director.
And what happened to him?
He was actually born and bred for the entertainment industry. He was a performing leopard in a Las Vegas act. And once they tired of him, they sold him to a roadside zoo. While he was in this act, they actually took out his claws and his canine teeth, so he doesn't have those big sharp teeth that he needs to chew his food with.
That's so sad.
He lived at the zoo for about 10 years, and he lived in a very small enclosure, and the public was allowed to taunt him and poke him to get a reaction. And so that's been his existence for the last 10 years. He doesn't trust people. He's kind of been slowly tortured. They weren't really treating his ailments. He had a collapsed lung and pneumonia. And when the zoo closed down about a year and a half ago, the director got a call and said, you know, do you want this leopard? And she just had to say yes. So went down and got him and brought him back. And the vets weren't really sure that he was going to live very long because of all of his problems.
Yeah.
He had an infected foot because of the way they declawed him. So he's gone through a lot in his life, but we're just so happy that he's happy now, and he's got grass and a big enclosure and air conditioning and toys and good food, and that's about all a leopard
So how
really
long will
wants.
he live now being in this environment?
Gosh, we're hoping up into his 20s. I mean, he's compromised, so, you know, we're really happy that he's made it this far, and hopefully he can live another good, you know, 8 or 10 years.
We'd like you all to visit our sponsors. Your local Pet Planet provides nutritional food for all your pets to provide a long and healthy life. Also, they have the most wonderful, knowledgeable staff on board that are friendly. Please go in the store, say hello, get some nutritional food for your loving pet.
The first Pet Planet store opened in 1996 after the devastating loss of our Cocker Spaniel to cancer. What we learned then about pet health was eye-opening. The food and the treats that we were giving him did not support his immune system and may have actually harmed him. Pet Planet was established to be a community resource, a store that offers only the healthiest products and the best knowledge on pet health issues. At Pet Planet, there is nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
Come here.
I love you, Dad.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet. Marty Bear was surrendered to Arizona Golden Retriever Connection when his family was moving and could not afford to provide him medical care. Marty Bear is 11 years young. He's a sweet, gentle boy that loves people of all ages. He lived with a bunny and a bird and would just hang out with them. Marty Bear is definitely a people pleaser. He knows his basic commands and will bring you his ball to engage you in a fun game of fetch.
Hi, I just want you to know about Get Fit with Fido. That's my program that will help you have longevity and health, and also your rescue dog is going to have longevity and health. It's through a program that is proven by eating real food. Of course, I know sometimes you feed your dogs food that is already prepared and dried because it's convenient, and that's fine. But for you to eat that kind of food and be healthy, it doesn't work. So what I'd like you to do is think about this program where you prepare food for yourself that is healthy and also feed it to your dog. They will be amazingly grateful to you, and you're going to be very healthy and fit and feel awesome. Whether you have to lose 5 pounds or 50 pounds, I'd love for you to join me in this program. This is Maxie Girl. when I first adopted her. As you can see, she doesn't look like a young, healthy, happy dog. She weighed 129 pounds, didn't exercise, and seemed very depressed. After I brought Maxie home and decided that she was going to be part of my exercise routine, she began to shed pounds like you would not believe. It was magic. Her first visit to the vet, she was 123 pounds, and that was January 15th, 2012. When I took her to the vet on May 30th, 2012, she weighed 86 pounds. In October 18th, 2012, where she weighed 73 pounds. This is Maxie today. She weighs approximately 70 pounds. We just came in from a run and she's waiting for me to make her breakfast. And I'm going to explain to you what Maxie Girl and I have in the morning. A lot of times I will scramble eggs for us. And you can just put 4 or 5 eggs in a bowl, whisk it up and put it in your microwave for 2 minutes. And I also add it with rice, cooked rice with lentils. And that's very good for her. We both share the eggs and I add the rice grains for Maxie. She needs more carbs than I do. Also, I give her greens. She loves broccoli. This is uncooked liver, and this is cooked liver. A wonderful source of protein that we all should eat. I know you probably are saying, no, I don't want to have liver, but it's amazing for you. So I mix that with her rice. So in the morning, she'll have eggs and rice, and then in the evening, she'll have the liver and rice. So right there is her balance. The greens, she loves these. I freeze them, the green beans. I'll freeze them and they're nice and cool for her. She loves the crunchiness of them. And these stalks are really good for her. Rather than throwing them away, she feels like she's crunching on a bone. I also give her seafoods. She loves to have sardines and she loves tuna. So all of these things might seem a little ridiculous to be sharing with your dog, but you will be sharing a lot of health with your dog also. And then we like to run in the morning when it's cool, especially in Arizona. We don't want to be out in the heat running in the afternoon. So you start out early, and the quicker you work out in the morning, the more calories you burn throughout the day. So if you can get your fitness done in the morning, you're going to be fighting off fat all day long. So that's what Maxie Girl and I do. Join Maxie and me on the Animal Rescuers so we can all get fit with Fido, right?
Do you trust the food you feed? At Pet Planet, our commitment is to helping our customers navigate through the confusing world of pet food, reading ingredient panels, asking critical questions about manufacturing and ingredient quality. Our pets rely on us to make the very best decisions we can for their health, happiness, and longevity. Pet Planet is here as your partner in pet health because there's nothing more important to us than your pet's health.
It started out like a totally normal day.
I love you.
I mean, I guess I was a little sweaty and I was definitely sore. I thought I had gas. Turns out I was having a heart attack. Heart disease is the #1 killer of American women. So now I take care of my heart and I tell the women in my life to do the same.
Sounds great, by the way.
That's nice, sweetie, but that's not my heart. That is. Find out more from the American Heart Association at goredforwomen.org.
Hi, I'm Jen, and this is your Pet Planet Pet Tip of the Week. This week, we're going to talk about senior aging pets. One thing to ask yourself is, when does your pet actually become a senior? If you have a dog that's a member of your family, and they're a small or a medium breed, we would typically class them as a senior pet when they hit 8 to 10 years of age. If you have a large or giant breed dog as a member of your family, which by the way are classed if at an adult they're 60 pounds plus, they would be considered a senior as young as 5 years of age. This may surprise you, but the reason behind this is because they're carrying around so much excessive body weight which can put stress on their bones and joints. So we want to take care of that from a nutritional perspective a lot younger. If you have a cat as a member of your family, we would consider them to be in the senior age bracket when they hit 10 to 12 years of age. One of the common misconceptions as pets age is that you should actually reduce their protein in order to make it easier on the kidneys. This is a fallacy. Proteins are the muscle building blocks. They're what formulates the body, and providing enough digestible protein to maintain body muscle mass is extraordinarily important for the health and well-being of your pet. When looking for a high-quality senior pet diet, make sure you're looking for the addition of a joint supplement. Look for ingredients such as glucosamine and chondroitin. Keep in mind, however, the amount that they put of this joint supplement into senior diets really is meant for prevention. If your pet is showing signs of arthritis, you want to consider supplementing with an actual joint supplement. Much like for people, glucosamine and chondroitin can be a real benefit to pets as well. Glucosamine has real benefits because it acts as an anti-inflammatory and helps to soothe some of the pain and discomfort due to arthritis. Additionally, it increases the lubrication of the joint, making movement a lot easier on your pet. Chondroitin is cartilage building blocks that really helps to regenerate damaged cartilage that we can see with aging pets. When looking at a senior supplement, consider all the options. A liquid supplement can be much more beneficial to your pet as the ingredients are absorbed at a much more efficient rate. Additionally, there are powdered formulas, tablet formulas, and even functional treat formulas for those finicky pets. The important thing to consider is the concentration level. Make sure you're reading those ingredient panels and finding concentration levels of glucosamine and chondroitin that are beneficial for treatment. Another common concern for senior pet guardians is that as their pets age, they become fussier. Additionally, senior pets typically will have had some dental work done and have lost a few teeth. One important consideration to combat both of these issues is the addition of a high-quality canned food diet. The addition of a canned food diet really helps those fussy eaters enjoy their food a lot more. Plus, the consistency of canned food really makes it a lot easier to chew for those dogs with dental issues. Stay tuned each week for another Pet Planet Pet Tip. More of the Animal Rescuers coming right up.
Honey!
I'm okay.
Welcome back to the Animal Rescuers, adopted by Pet Planet.
The boys and their toys. Okay, many girls too gathered for the first Riders for Rescue event. Winding their way through several stops across the valley, the event had auctions, fundraisers, food, and drink. What more could you ask for? As you can see, every week there are many animals up for adoption, and we cannot make a difference without you. This is Kimberly reminding you, adopt, donate, volunteer, spay and neuter, and you can be an animal rescuer too. See you next time.
Okay, I'm awful sorry. I know, very bad. I'm fired.
Thanks, Ben.
I know.
See you next time. Show us your dog.